What's up guys, welcome back. I am back from vacation, really happy to be back honestly. Vacation was cool, not gonna lie, got a little inspired going to the Magic Kingdom and Universal Studios. In fact, I have some B-roll. Every chance I got, I sort of broke out the camera, put together this really cool little segment. We're gonna get into checking out a few decks. We have someone who claims that they have the best playing cards in the world and better than Bicycle, better than Uspcc. So we're gonna be testing that out to see how they fare. But for right now, check out this B-roll segment. I'm gonna go make some coffee, reconvene here in like 2 minutes. All right, see you then.
Don't let it go. Chasing a beat. What you do? Don't let it go. Chasing a beat. What you do? Don't let it go. Chasing a beat. What you do? Don't go. Chasing a beat. What you do?
Thank you for watching that. For those of you who did, hope you enjoyed that. That was actually a lot of fun to put together, and it felt good to just be creative on the video side. We're gonna be looking at two decks, one of which claims to be the best playing card company, more durable, better handling, more stuff. Triumph playing cards here. I'll read you a bit of the email that this gentleman sent me here. He's like, "Hi, my name is Dwight. We make playing cards for casinos in the USA. Last year, we produced over 38 decks using casinos." I don't know if that's 38 million, but it seems like a lot. Produced in Missouri in the United States. They have their own factory there. He says they supply the majority of casinos in Canada. They had 2 independent labs test their cards against Bicycle and Ace brands. Our Triumph holds up better and longer. The tests performed were dynamic snap, memory, and durability, and were done by an accredited labs. He says, Bicycle has been around for over 100 years. I work with them for 20 plus years. I know magicians are comfortable with Bicycle playing cards. That's because it's pretty much all they've used. Just wanted to offer an alternative. He also says that he went to a toy fair and he had a few magicians try them out and they really liked them. He would really appreciate my feedback on them. So here is my unbiased feedback. Now, as most of you know, I'm really open to alternatives when it comes to playing card companies. I think it's better if more companies are producing and manufacturing playing cards because that ups the game for everyone. If they claim that their cards are more durable, then this company's gonna make their cards more durable. And that's kind of how I see this whole landscape of playing card business growing. And I think that's a good thing for everybody, for you, for me, and for the companies. But that's a bold claim to say that these are better than Bicycle and they hold up better. Now, what does that mean? They're better in the rain? Does that mean they're more durable when they're shot with a 45 Magnum? I don't know what that means. I don't know what they test, but today you're gonna have a magician slash semi-cardist test out these playing cards. We're gonna keep an open mind. I've not looked at them yet. This is an unopened pack of Triumph, and we're gonna put it to the test against an unopened pack of these blue checkered anyone playing cards. We're gonna put them through 3 different tests. The tests are going to be smoothness, the second test will be stock, and the third test will be durability, where I'm literally going to be spreading them across a dirty floor and seeing how they handle afterwards. By the way, we're not gonna be focused on design here, because design I don't think is important to what this gentleman is saying. He's talking about the durability and the quality of the card, so I'm gonna ignore all design on both decks, and we're just strictly gonna talk about the actual cards and how they handle. So straight out of the box, here's a card fan with the Triumph playing cards. Okay, as you can see, the first thing I realize is that they are a bit clumpy and it does not create a perfect fan. Secondly, what I do realize is when I try to close it, it is a bit slower to close. And that tells me that the finish on these, although they kind of look similar and have that sort of linen indented finish, the finish isn't as consistent throughout the entire cards. There are certain points on the back of this card where there are no indentations. So it kind of makes it like those air pockets. There's missing a few air pockets here. They don't fan very badly, they're not terrible, but they definitely don't fan as well as a deck straight out of Uspcc. Now let's fan out a deck of Uspcc high quality playing cards. So here we are with Uspcc. Now this might be hard for you guys to see on camera, but it does definitely fan a lot better. It just feels smoother, like it's an effortless motion to get it to fan, and the fan is, generally speaking, very even. Also, when closing the fan, it's a very quick close. There is no friction. So all in all, I think finish-wise, I think Uspcc, it's just so effortless and smooth. And you can tell if I hold them side by side and jiggle them, this one seems to be a little bit more clumpy, and this one here just seems to be a little bit more free moving. Not a big difference, but there is, for me, a significant difference. So let's see what these cards look like if they are spread out on a table. Okay, so pretty much, pretty good actually, not bad at all. These seem to spread just as well as Uspcc cards. Let's spread these out to see how they fare. Yep, pretty much even. They're, again, hard to tell on camera, but there is just more smoothness with Uspcc. They feel like they want to glide a lot easier than the other cards. That being said, so far, not too bad on the test. Now we're going to test out a Faro Shuffle with the Triumph playing card. Normally Faro Shuffles can either be performed from bottom to top or top to bottom, depending how they were cut. Okay, not the best. They are sort of gripping extra cards here, and they're very resistant to the Faro Shuffle. Okay, we finally got a Faro Shuffle. Very, very difficult to have them Faro Shuffle, and that is a big no-no for me. If I'm performing Magic or cardistry, I think Faro Shuffling is one of the most important things you can do, and it just doesn't cut it here. Versus a deck by the Uspcc, let's see how they Faro. So these Faro from top to bottom, and effortless. They interweave instantly, very nice, and retain all the quality. Everything you like to see. You're not denting the sides of the decks by forcing them in. So far, in terms of smoothness and Faro, Uspcc is up 2 points. How they handle under pressure, and by pressure I mean like springs. We're gonna look at the actual stock and see if the crushed bicycle stock holds up against the Triumph cards. So you can make out audibly that there is a louder sound here. Not so bad, but there is a bit of a louder sound. They do spring really well. Here, let me give it a big spring. Yeah, that feels really good, honestly, compared to Uspcc. Uspcc, again, this is a crushed stock, so it does feel a lot lighter and easier to spring with less resistance. Let's look at under pressure, see how it performs. Okay. So with under pressure, I do feel like I have to strain the cards a little bit more as they don't glide as easily, but you can still perform under pressure rather easily with the Triumph playing cards. Let's try it under pressure with Uspcc. Here we go. Yeah, just a lot smoother. Like that's just, it feels like butter. That being said, I'm not too disappointed with the Triumph cards so far. How about an Anaconda? Here we go. This is probably gonna be a break situation because Anaconda is one of those specific moves that you need like a glidey, slidey deck. This might not cut it. Here we go. A little bit clumpy, let's try it again. Maybe it was just me. You can definitely tell by the way they fall, they're not falling evenly and they're not separating from the cards evenly at all. That being said, not too shabby. In the case of Uspcc, let's go. Way smoother, just a straight line all the way down. No effort required. Yeah. Gotta say, I mean, definitely not holding up to my tests. They're kind of lackluster in terms of handling. Last test before we get into my final thoughts, the durability. All right, so normally I wouldn't do this with playing cards. This is not something I suggest anyone do with playing cards. However, I'm just going to spill these on the ground. Each floor here is pretty dusty and pretty dirty, simulates wear and tear, maybe over a few months of playing cards. So we're just gonna give these a bit of a wash on the ground. Basically, we're filling up those pores of the playing cards with dirt and dust. The best way to test this would be for weeks and weeks and weeks of me using these cards. This is kind of like a simulation environment. Even scooping them up is like difficult. So here we go. Still spread kind of well. They actually hold up a lot better than the Uspcc cards. You know what the reason for that is? The reason is probably because, and this is just like my hypothesis, but I think because there are more indentations on these cards, as you can see right now, there are a lot of little indentations on this card. This linen finish, this magic finish is being filled up. And because there are more pockets, there's more dirt getting in versus here there are less pockets, but the cards are made to be frictionless without those pockets. Let's try a fan. Fan still looks really good here. Pretty good actually. Yeah, a little bit more clumpy. They still feel smooth. Yeah, as you can see, unless I do a pressure fan, if I do one of these, it'll look nice, but if I just fan them out like that, I mean, they're still okay. It's not bad. There's not a huge difference between the two. There definitely is a little bit of a difference. Those ones seem to handle better in this type of environment where the cards might be worn out a little bit more. That being said, that's an extreme case and an extreme example of washing them on the floor. Just the fact that these feel smoother in the hands, they are easier to spring, easier to dribble, that over time, these will feel a lot better and these will stay clumpy, like even if I try to. But man, I gotta say, not bad. I think durability wise, maybe the Triumph comes ahead of the Uspcc cards in this specific test, but that is definitely not enough to persuade me to switch and jump ship. All right, well that's it. You heard my final thoughts. I'm very, very happy and pleased with these playing cards, the Triumph playing cards that is, and it's another deck being produced in the United States, which is very cool. Maybe we should look at these cards compared to the Cartamundi cards or the Taiwan playing cards to see how they fare, but definitely not up to par with Uspcc yet. If I had no choice, I would definitely use them, but I do have a choice, so my choice stays with Uspcc for now. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was somewhat informative. If you did like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe if you're new here. Also, we have a download below. You can check out the link. It is by Caleb Morelli and Franco Pascali. A really cool move that you guys can practice at home on your downtime to improve your sleight of hand skills. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next video.
Enchanté.